So we're out on kind of the social drill here. Good girl. But we're gonna try to do the same thing like we did on the neighborhood walk. Just now, of course, with a shorter leash because of more people and traffic, things like that. But the focus is still gonna be primarily the same. Just getting her used to redirecting on that leash pressure. Yes, very good. And not just continuing to pull or anything. Good girl, come on. Good girl. I want her to also try to kind of get in the habit of just walking with and not feeling like she has to always stop for the treat. Very good. Because that'll make the transition into heel work a little bit easier. Very good. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. So sometimes this can take a lot of patience. It just really depends on the pup and how, excited they are with the new environment, or scared, could be in her case too. But just not letting her make any progress when there's any tension on the leash. Yes, good girl, good weight. Very good. Yes, good girl. Very good. Okay. Just with me. Come. Good. There you go. No, we can't go inside. Good girl, this way. Yes, there you go, good. So still just using the leash as a boundary. We just have a much shorter boundary. Good girl, very good. Then all I'm doing to help condition her from just stopping and sitting and waiting for the treat is... Good girl, come. Yes, with me. There you go. And just holding the treat lower too, so she doesn't want to try to jump up for it. Good girl. Good girl. Come. Yes. Good job. So this time I'm gonna reward her for sitting and staying because we've got a couple guys there going by. Okay? There you go. Good job. Good girl. All right. I'm gonna try to stay in the shade as much as possible because it's still pretty hot out today. And now that there's tension on the leash because she's pulling, I'm just gonna wait until she gives up. She's also distracted by the people. Good girl. Very good. There you go. So you can kind of see already there's more pulling on the leash just because she's more excited, and also just because the leash is so much shorter. And I want her to follow me for the treat. Very good. Up here. Good. Yes. There you go.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Easy. Yes, very good. Good girl. So right there, she was walking forward. She felt the leash pressure. She immediately turned around, tried to pay attention to where I was and what I'm doing. Oh, go potty break. Good girl. Good girl, yes, this way. good girl. And it's that excitement to kind of get to the next place and the shorter leash that's going to cause a lot of that tension. Yes, good girl. Very good. Good girl. Very good. Good girl. And we're gonna work on more fine-tuning things like maintaining focus like right now, which is really good. And also just trying to slow down her pace too when she feels the leash pressure, as opposed to, you know, just having to stop and look back each time. Very good. There you go. Yes, good. Yes, good. So you can kind of see it's just that combination of excitement and wanting to get to whatever is really interesting in front. Very good. Yes, very good. 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 So I'm just creating a boundary every time the leash is tight. And then as soon as it loosens up, I'm gonna show her which way to go again. She's looking around like she's unsure of where to go or what to do. And now she's hard stuck either because of the person or the car there. So I'm just gonna give her some time and then some light encouragement. Yes, good girl. Okay. So you kind of see there, instead of having to tug any harder, I just use the leash and consistent light pressure to guide her. Same with creating the boundary. I don't have to pull very hard or even at all, but just letting the leash do all of the work for you. Good girl. Very good. Yes. Hi. Good girl. You can kind of also see why she's going to need more social work than anything else, just because the everything out here is so exciting for her that she finds it a lot harder to just control herself. Just kind of quickly goes from one thing to the next. And the only time she's not pulling is when she's focused on me, which is really good. Very good. Good, so just letting her give up again and then showing her which way to go. Yes, very good. Yes. With me? Yes, with me. Come. Good, with me. Good. Yes. No? Good job. Good job. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You can kind of see how I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. Our goal is to get to the pet store so that way we can get some AC and give her a chance to kind of cool down before going back again. But I'm really taking my time to make sure that whenever she is pulling, she's not making any progress anywhere. So the more that she wants to go somewhere, the less effective it is for her to get there. She has to just kind of give up, make sure there's no pressure on the leash, and then look to me for guidance on where to go and what to do. Right now, she's just kind of floundering about because she's not following me. Good girl. This way. Very good. There you go. So using the leash as a boundary again. Very good. This way. Alright. Hi, how you doing? Okay. Good girl. Very good. Yes, very good. This way. Good girl. So when she does get stuck and doesn't want to move, all I'm going to do is just give her some time. That way we can try to figure out why she's apprehensive. And then also just going to apply at least like a small consistent pressure and or offer treats for her to follow. Very good. There you go. Good girl. Hi. So I'm just gonna make her go around this way a little bit for the person that's walking.
Cute.
Thanks. Yeah, she's a good girl. You say thank you? So same thing here. Okay. Just using the leash as a boundary so she can't go close to the inside there because we have a couple pedestrians coming, as well as not being able to run into the road. Okay. Yes, good girl. Very good, good girl. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. Hi. Good girl. Yes. Okay, good girl. And the reason why I'm only using the leash as a boundary is because I want her to figure out what she should be doing and she shouldn't be doing as much as possible on her own. Adding a little bit of guidance in there with some constant walking or some constant pressure. But whenever she does that sensation when she's trying to pull forward, I just want to make sure that she doesn't make any progress. And then as soon as that leash is nice and loose, that's when she knows she can walk again, or she's going in the right direction, or hopefully the right speed. A lot of these things can take time for dogs to figure out, so that's why it's really important to be patient and consistent. Hi, how you doing? Oh, sorry, she's shy. You're okay. There you go. Hey, how are you doing? Very good. Good girl. So now that we're back inside, I'm gonna go back to kind of the same exercise before, because we don't have to really worry too much about traffic, and we can kind of let her explore a little bit. Gonna give a little bit more leash. Yes, good girl. But the same principle applies to it being loose or tight. Yes, this way. Good. Yes, good girl. Yes. Good girl. So I'm letting the leash get her attention. Good girl. And then I'm just kind of taking advantage of it from there when she does redirect. Either by rewarding her or showing her which way to go. There you go. Good girl. And our goal is still the same, to keep the leash nice and loose. Let her explore. If she starts going the wrong way, we let the leash do the work. When she redirects, we show her which way to go. Okay? And I actually want her to have as much time in exploring things as possible within her boundaries, because we want her to get used to exploring what's close to her, close to us, as opposed to always trying to get to that next exciting thing that's always further away. So if we really take the time to slow down the walk, it gives her an opportunity to just soak up what's nearby, as opposed to always looking forward to what's further away. Okay, girl, very good. Just going to reward that for extended focus there. Good girl. Yes, good weight. Just trying to follow her as much as possible too. Good girl. Yes, good weight. Thank you. Yes, good girl. You see the pups? Yes, good girl. Good girl. Yes, very good. Good girl. So you kind of see there, she was excited, she was moving forward quickly, she felt the pressure on the leash, and then she just slowed down and took into consideration what she can explore and smell in her immediate area. Hi, how you doing? Good girl. Good girl. And while we're waiting for her to get the vest in, we'll just try to communicate with people. Most of the time, it'll be pretty apparent when they're interested in meeting her and letting them know, in just a second, or we're just trying not to let her jump on strangers, things like that. But really try to slow down the interaction as much as possible. Hi. Sorry, this way. Hi. Who's that? Oh, it's okay. Good girl, there you go. So keeping the leash loose there so that way we can see how she reacts, right? So at first she's apprehensive and unsure, so she runs away, but then her curiosity kind of kicks in and she wants to go back to investigate. And just being able to give her that freedom of movement, and instead of telling her not to pull or to stay, but really observe how she feels about a situation just based off of her movements, can be really beneficial while socializing. Good girl. We still use the leash as a boundary there when she tried to go back too close to them, because it seemed pretty obvious to me that lady didn't want to, stop to have them meet for whatever reason. So we wanted to make sure that she stays further away unless prompted to. And it'll be kind of the same situation with people as well. Just kind of creating that boundary until we know whether or not it's good and okay to engage, and then we control the engagement. Yes, good girl. That was good too. Might have to get her a bone for graduating. Yes, very good. Good job. Okay, so now just using a leash as a boundary because I don't want her to get to those things. Yes, good girl. Okay. There you go. Okay. And then after she checked in with me, I'm going to reward her by letting her check out those items. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, got a chew. There you go. Yes, good girl. Good. Oh, what's that? Hi. Aw. Does he want to meet? She's friendly too, but she's just shy sometimes, so.
He just gets excited.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, see, you're okay. He's friendly. He's just excited. He's super excited. It's okay, come on. We'll walk with him.
Oh no.
Oh, you want to say hi to Mom? There you go. She's slowly trying to build up the courage to say hi. I think him just being a little hyped is scaring her a little bit, but she wants to say hi. Is he just a puppy too, or is he just excited? Oh, okay.
High energy all the time.
So he's still like a puppy. Oh, come here. There you go. There you go, see? Yeah, certainly. Good girl. She's like, oh, there's so much. There's so much. Good girl. There you go. Oh, that was a good try.
Have a good day.
You too. Oh, poor guy. Good girl. See, it's okay. Good girl. Very good. There you go. Yes, good girl. There you go. And sometimes it's hard not to pull the treat away because she's jumping up to it. But it's important that she kind of just learn to get down as opposed to pulling the item away as well. And then when she does want to meet some people, I just try to manipulate the leash so she doesn't have any extra room or boundary to jump. Hi. See, it's your buddy. You going around that way? It's this way. You can go say hi in line? Come here. See? It's okay. He's just hype. There you go. Good girl. There you go. Oh, good kisses. There you go. I know, big guy. He's sweet, though.
He doesn't understand that not everybody wants to be friends.
Aww. Good girl. You ready to go? Running out of battery space. Good sit. Oh. Very good. There you go. Good job.